Hey, what's up guys? I'm Nicholas from Plugged Into Gaming, and welcome to this game. Oh my god. So this is Wario Land Shake It, and I really like this game, like a lot. And this should be an interesting Let's Play. I'm just gonna go through, I don't know how much of this game I really want to do, meaning like, do I just want to do the story, do I want to do 100%, but this should be an interesting Let's Play, kind of. I'll probably just go through the entire game, see how much I can do, and if you guys really want me to do 100% of this game, that would be really, I'd be totally up for it. So we see this really nicely hand-drawn animation for cinematic, so I'll kind of leave you to this. So he says, it's mine, it's really finally mine, the bottomless coin sack is mine. And this is obviously the main antagonist of the game. And I really can't wait to play this game. So this is a 2D platformer made by Goodfield, the guys who eventually went on to make Kirby's Epic Yarn and the new upcoming Yoshi's Woolly World. So that's gonna be a great game. This is a great game. Kirby's Epic Yarn was a great game. So, you know, everything is really awesome with this game. Now, if you saw before my profile, I didn't complete the game before. You probably just saw like like a very close to the beginning start of the file, and I just restarted the game just to make sure I was familiar with it. But now we're just gonna get straight into this game. Yeah, so this opening cutscene actually looks really good, especially just for like the opening cutscene of the game. This looks absolutely incredible. In the animated style. I mean, obviously there are gonna be like the real life looking games, but this game just looks really nice. And then enter Captain Syrup, which is Wario's one of Wario's main antagonists in his older Wario Land games. Now, Wario Land started actually as a Super Mario game, obviously. It was a spin-off. But the Wario Land series is actually pretty good. If you haven't played any of the Wario Land games, I would definitely suggest doing it, because they have some pretty interesting titles in there. Obviously obscure, but they're definitely pretty good. So Wario Land Shake It is no exception. It's, in my opinion, one of the better ones. And we're gonna see Wario's humor here. There's a lot of humor in this game, even if it just comes down to like a couple of words of dialogue. But this opening cutscene is very funny. You know, Wario trying to destroy a gift he got from Captain Syrup, and instead he's getting inflicted pain, and now he's all riled up. And you don't want to get the greedy fat Wario all riled up. It's not good. And Wario doesn't give any idea, any sense of what the hell is going on. All he's looking for is money, and enter the bottomless coin sack, which, yep, there we go. As soon as he gets money involved, it's all about the money. Actually, the Wario Land, the first Wario Land, which I think is Super Mario Land 3, that game was all about collecting coins. That game was about collecting coins. Actually, New Super Mario Land 2, New Super Mario Brothers 2 shouldn't have even been made. It should have just been a Wario game, because honestly, it would have made a little bit more sense. Honestly, it probably would have been funnier and better. Not to say I hate the game, I just think it would have been better as a Wario game. And it would have been another Wario game to actually add to the mix. Wario hasn't had a Wario Land game, I think, since this game, which came out, I think, 2009 or 7, 8, or 9. No, because Kirby's Epic Yarn came out in like 2010 or 11. So, yeah, probably pre-2009, I think. So we're gonna head to the first level now. This game gets right into it. So we're gonna get to this tutorial level, which would probably be where we end it here, because I'm not gonna make these long episodes. I might do like a level or two each episode, just to keep it short. And because actually the levels are pretty long. There aren't too many levels in this game, so we'll try to keep it to like a level or two an episode. And now there are, I'll talk about it later, but there are secondary objectives and a ton of things to get. So we'll get to that eventually. And they're just talking the whole opening cutscene. Basically, there's an evil guy, and he stole the princess, and Wario now has to go save him. If that sounds at all familiar. It's pretty much the formula used by like almost every game ever. But we'll get to it. So the context of this level is just, as I said, the tutorial level. So we're just gonna adventure on Captain Syrup's ship, and we're just gonna learn the basic mechanics of the game. And I'll talk about it when we get up to it. But there's also an interesting part of this game, which is in every level, but it's really, really well done. So as you see, we actually, for this game, you hold the Wii Remote sideways, which I actually tend to like. In games that use it well, I like the sideways Wii Remote thing. A lot of the Kirby games did it, including Kirby's Epic Yarn. Now, what you saw there was I shook the Wii Remote, and that stuns enemies. You can also jump on enemies to stun them. So you can jump on enemies to stun them, but the one main mechanic of this game is shaking, hence the name, shaking the Wii Remote up and down. What you saw there on my left is the treasure chest, and there are 3 of those in every level. So those, if you're familiar with any Mario game or even most platformers, they usually have a significant amount of items to get, usually 3. So that's one of the hidden collectibles in the game. This implements the shake mechanic of the game. Oh, okay, I didn't mean to do that. So as I said, Wario is all about the money. So what he's gonna do here is, when you find bags of money, and there are 2 sizes, there's this small one, and then there are the bigger ones. And we just saw the small one. So the point of the game is really to get a lot of money, because in this game you actually have to buy maps for this game. You have to buy new worlds. So if you want to advance in the game, you have to have enough money to buy the next world, which is, I think it's an interesting mechanic of the game. Sometimes it gets kind of annoying though. It's the second collectible in this level. Oh, no, drop the ball, Wario. Okay, wait. Alright, what you see there is actually a secondary objective, and we're gonna see those a lot throughout the game. Whoops, looks like I left that one up there. Let's see if I can I go back? I can, okay. So there are usually 3 to 5 objectives in a level, and they tell you them in the beginning of the level. This one's unique because we didn't get to see the level select screen, but they tell you the objectives in the beginning of the level, and you just try to complete them as best as possible. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, so you could shake enemies too, and usually they give you health. I don't really recall if they can give you coins. The golden enemies, I think, can. So yeah, the golden enemies definitely can give you, they definitely can give you money. So yeah, that was another one of the objectives, defeat the golden enemy. So this is going well. Wario Land games, as I said, are usually about the money, so you want to try to collect as much money as possible, and usually that's one of those 3 to 5 objectives. And I know I'm talking over this entire tutorial, but you see on the backboards here, they're telling me what to do, and I recently just started replaying the game, so I know exactly what I'm doing. So they have one of the bigger mechanics of the game, surprisingly, are those dash things, and I don't exactly know what they're called, but once you go into them like a pipe, and you can go really, really, really fast. And those help with the time trial-esque stages later on, and as I said, that's a mechanic later on. So there's our 3rd collectible of the level. So it seems like we have all the collectibles now, and we have we have 2 of the objectives too, so that's good. I don't know if no, okay, so he just gives us health, so you can die now. Yeah, so basic mechanics, it's pretty easy. 2 is jump, 1 is to throw if you're holding something. Oh, we just got a ton of health there. And then to shake it is to stun enemies or to shake enemies down for their money. We're really an anti-hero. We're not a hero in this game. We're doing it all for our own cause. Now here we go. This is what I was talking about with the special areas of this game. Now every level, every single one except for the boss levels, have this, and these are the population that you saw in the opening cutscene and the one that's following us around. Those people, those are going to help us throughout the game. And now the special mechanic of the game is you probably see the timer in the bottom, or rather the top right of our screen. And basically, the idea is to get out as fast as you can, or I don't exactly know what happens because I haven't actually failed to get within the time. The time is very, very, very easy to get to the end by, especially because they give you those dash pipe things. Wow, I really can't grab these coins. Come on. But they challenge you to get to the end by a certain time, and those are usually some of those objectives. I don't remember if this level has one of the objectives. It probably does, but usually... Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, so as you see, we have all 3 of those objectives indicated by the star, and we got all 3 of the treasures, so this went really well. This is a very good, successful tutorial level, but as I said, it's a tutorial level, so we obviously should get all of them. You completed all of the missions in Aboard the Sweep Stuff. You've unlocked this stage's background music. Okay, so I haven't gotten that. So that's cool. So in part of 100%ing the game, they give you a little bit of incentive to trying to beat the game. If you 100% a level, you get the music from it, which is great. I love the soundtracks of all these games, especially Nintendo games. They really go well. Now, this is actually the main screen. Once you sign onto your file, this is what you're going to see. And this is probably what you're going to end up seeing most of the times I sign on. In the bottom right, you see the total completion. So this is going to be interesting when we try to go back and finish the levels. The media room is just where we view the music, and I probably won't go into there too often until when we get closer to the end of the game. Treasure list, we can see here, is just all of the different things that we've acquired over the course of the game. And boss emblems we will talk about later, because we have not even gotten close to a boss. And map select is just go into the level select. In our top right of the screen, we can see how much money we have, which is really important, as well as our hearts. And you may not have noticed that at first. Why do we have hearts in this game? Why can't we just do like the regular Mario system where we, die after 2 hits? It gets interesting later on in the game. Some of the levels have objectives that require you not to get hit at all, so don't take any damage. But you can actually also buy from the store some more hearts. So we're actually gonna unlock this the shop now, which is Captain Syrup's shop, which is also called Room on the Sweet Stuff, which is not a level, it's the shop. Yeah, so this is gonna be an interesting first episode, I guess. We have the tutorial level and the shop. So this is the pirate shop. So as I said here, we can view here. So I'm going to go through a couple of the things here. These are all of the worlds in the game. There are 5 worlds in this entire game. And we can buy them with the money that we get in the game. So that's why I said it's important to save up your money, because we're going to need 200,000 coins by the end of this in order to get to the last world. So that's going to be really important. Actually, you see we have $12,000 here, so the only thing we can get is World 1, which is fine. And they didn't obviously intend for you to get any more than that. Actually, I think if you get enough money in, like, let's say if I get $100,000 in the first world, I think you can buy Area 3 before you buy Area 2. I don't know exactly how that works, but we could, we might be able to test that out. Also, you can buy some media room stuff. And then, as I said before, you can buy some items and the heart vessel, which gives you an extra heart, and they don't give it to you all the time. I think there's a new one available every time you beat a world, so you can't get too many of them. It's not as abundant as Link's heart pieces in Zelda, but it's definitely good that they give you an extra health system. So yeah, so we're going to go into a back to the garage, I think they call it. It's just the main area of this game that we saw before. And we see the beautiful Wario character model of him just moving back and forth. I'm not going to explain that too much more. Now, what you see here is just obviously the first world, which I believe is... I forget... Oh, man, I forget what it's called. This isn't gonna be annoying me. Oh, wait, Rattle Ruins. And it doesn't take the Mario formula of just, grassland, desert land. This is actually... It's what it says. It's ruins, so it's going to... it's gonna be all prehistoric levels, kind of, themed. So that's interesting. So I guess we'll pick up this on the next episode. So I've been Nicholas from Plugged Into Gaming. Thanks for watching. Please like this video if you really like it. This is gonna be an I can't speak today. It's going to be an interesting series, so hopefully you'll stay tuned. And the way you can stay tuned is by subscribing. You can hit that subscribe button to see all the episodes of this series that are coming up. And yeah, what else did I forget? Oh, and I always forget commenting. Comment down below. Tell me what you think of this series. Tell me what other games you think I should play, and if I should do a review of this game when we finish this series. And with that, thanks for watching. I'm Nicholas from Plugged Into Gaming. I said that already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.